Introducing Beacon by Atlassian, a new security offering for Atlassian cloud products. In this video, I'll take you through how to use Beacon to detect, investigate, and respond to potential threats. We know you have to manage hundreds of cloud applications, and it's nearly impossible to monitor them all, which adds risk to your business. You can think of Beacon as Atlassian's system of intelligence, an engine that provides extended detection and response natively in Atlassian cloud products. By spotting configurations that don't follow security best practices and anomalous user activity in your Atlassian cloud products, it gives teams peace of mind that cloud collaboration is secure across your organization. Atlassian already protects customers with world-class security and reliability that keeps your data safeguarded. Beacon adds a layer of intelligence over your Atlassian cloud products, serving automatic alerts when it detects suspicious or unusual user activity. With pre-built detections, Beacon sheds light on the activity that matters most across your organization, including data exfiltration, unusual user activity, unwanted authorization, marketplace app changes, and insecure configurations. Let's walk through what the alert, investigate, and response workflow looks like in Beacon. When you first enter Beacon, you'll land on the Alerts dashboard screen. This is a list of alerts that represents events that could impact your security that Beacon has identified. From this screen, you can click into each of these alerts, investigate the details associated with them, and determine the right response for your team. Beacon's alert dashboard isn't the only avenue to receive Beacon alerts. Beacon can connect to your SIEM of choice like Splunk, QRadar, or Sentinel. It can also forward alerts to chat apps like Slack or Teams so you can deliver alerts directly to the teams that need to see them. Beacon listens for simple events, for example, when a new admin API key is created, as well as what we call complex alerts. Unusual Confluent suspicious search activity is an example of a complex Beacon alert. This detection alerts you when a user has searched Confluence for multiple suspicious search terms in a short period of time. This user's searches may be related to credentials, secrets, passwords, credit cards, cryptocurrency, or other sensitive terms. You can imagine if a user is trying to exfiltrate sensitive data information, this detection can alert you of that behavior and empower you to take appropriate action. Let's look at how you can investigate a detection. We will use the Confluence crawling alert as an example. Confluence crawling alerts you when a user has viewed 30 or more Confluence pages in 5 minutes or less, more than any typical user may meaningfully read and absorb in that time frame. Once you receive a Beacon alert, you can use the tools in Beacon to get more context on what this actor or the person who triggered the event has been up to. To do that, we'll click into the actor profile screen, which you can navigate to from the alert itself. Here we can see a chart of activity volume over time and a list of other Beacon alerts they've recently set off. With this context, you can determine things like the age of the account, what role the user has, what other types of alerts they've set off, and more. Altogether, it creates a receipt of user activity for the period of time in question. As an example, you can see this actor viewed 38 Confluence pages in 5 minutes, which set off the alert for unusual Confluence page views activity. The pages themselves don't seem too sensitive, mostly meeting notes and documentation, so let's dig a little deeper using this screen. In this case, it looks like the user was logged in from a location we've seen before, near their designated office. They also set off another crawling alert 2 weeks ago, but when we look at the pages, they're mostly developer documentation, which makes sense because this actor is an engineering manager. But if, for example, they had logged in from a brand new location, or if they had set off additional alerts like Confluence page exports or Confluence suspicious searches, we might be a little concerned. Details like these can help you piece together the story for your team so you can determine if an alert represents a real risk to your business or an innocuous one-off event like this one. Now that we've investigated the alert, we can track our response by updating the alert status. This helps you and your team keep track of which alerts you've addressed and which still need your attention. From here, you can also escalate to Jira to complete your workflow. Most of our customers have a few questions as they get up and running on Beacon. If that happens for you, we encourage you to explore our Help Center via the blue bubble in the bottom right corner. The Help Center has tons of useful information, including the Detection Categories Guide, the Detection Library, FAQs, how-tos, and security recommendations. Onboarding takes about 60 seconds and just requires your org admin to set it up. Once you're using Beacon, or if you get stuck in the onboarding for any reason, you can reach out to the team through the chat bubble at the bottom of the screen. Okay, that's it. You're now up to speed and ready to roll with Beacon.